This is our annual pre-harvest safety day. We will have all our employees within the company, even the landscape people and the mechanics come, and they get half a day of different speakers to talk on various aspects of what it's going to be for safety. We touch on pesticide symptoms, if there's a problem out in the field. We talk about back safety. We talk about a lot of things, and this is pretty much the program. And of course it's all in Spanish, but we've been doing this for quite a few years now. And they'll break up into smaller sessions here after. Lupe's done speaking this morning, and he's just giving a general overall, but they'll break up into the different segments where we even have CHP here. And so anyway, it's going to be a good day. It's a great thing, and I think the employees look forward to it. And then after the morning session, we have a catered lunch for everybody, and they're going to go and get their spouses or significant others and their children. So we're expecting about 250 people here for the lunch hour. And sometime during the lunch, we're also going to have raffles for the kids and raffles for the employees. Then I've got 6 individuals this year that we're going to recognize for anniversaries. I got 4 individuals that have been here 5 years, and 1 individual at 15 years, and also 1 individual at 20 years. But again, this is an annual thing that we've done for many, many, many years, pre-harvest, and we're anticipating an early harvest, so we're at the end of July here. And I think we'll be picking probably some fruit in the very first week of August. So again, we want to keep it a little bit fresh. I think they're getting a lot out of the speaker behind me with Lupe. He's very animated, and he's puts a lot of emphasis and good things into his conversations, which we all appreciate. We just want to bring them all together at one time versus going out and do tailgate meetings that we normally do every week out in the field with the small groups that are there and spend 10 or 12 minutes and just go over whatever the topic of the week is, from snake to when they're heating up their lunches, be careful about dry grass and things like this. This way we have everybody together and they can all participate together. They're getting an overview from outside resources, and we appreciate the outside resources that come and help us with this event. We start this whole process early May or June to make sure that we have a date selected for the site, as well as which speakers we may want to do and what areas of coverage we want to talk about. So there's a lot of time. It's not just a spur of the moment, oh, let's have a safety meeting this come Friday and try to pull the resources together, try to get everything together. We've been working on this thing probably 3 to 4 months. You would think it would be redundant, but it's not, because we're always thinking of something new to do or somehow to change it up a little bit so people don't feel like they're coming to the same boring old meeting. I just wanted to also emphasize the fact that Adriana and Ed and Maria in the office and my wife Susan have spent a tremendous amount of hours pulling this together, putting it together so we can have a great day. And this year, as you can tell, we got sunshine first thing in the morning, and it's not those foggy, dreary days that we've had in the past in Napa. So again, that's another plus. And we're pretty excited, I think, as a group that this is actually happening. And I know that our videos have been seen by other companies and other things, so hopefully maybe they can take that and run with it a little bit and do their own program. But it's a way that we could try to advertise a little bit of how we do things and show that we are being proactive in addressing the issues for the employees.
We're here today to talk to everybody about traffic safety, different subjects about being safe on a bike, child safety in the car seats, and just overall being good drivers. We're also out here promoting the AB60 coming up next year, and how we're going to be able to license a lot of different people and what the process will be for them to acquire a license.
The subjects that we're talking about primarily are pesticide safety, employee safety. We're talking about some of the specific pests that are most concerned to the vineyards in Napa County, and those are primarily glassy-winged sharpshooter and European grapevine moth. So to help get our message across, we brought out some samples today of some of the pests that we're looking for. We brought out quite a bit of posters and handouts with information on it. Our primary purpose, without a doubt, is the employee safety. Many of the regulations that we enforce are focused on keeping the employees' safety when they're out working in treated fields. I think the fact that Mike does this every year is is very important, and it's a very good way to get that message across, and our office is more than happy to participate in that program.
It's part of the educational process. I mean, education just doesn't start at one point, it ends at another point. It's throughout the employment here at Michael Neal. The importance of is I don't want to say enforce, but to educate so they have this information so they can protect themselves. They meaning the worker out there, and then how to take care of each other as well. That's important too, particularly if you have an individual who hasn't worked in this setting, the agricultural setting in the past, so they have to be provided the information in order to protect themselves.
They're on a piece rate, so a piece rate means they're going to be rushing, they're going to be sometimes even running through those rows and through the uneven grounds, so it's another risk factor included in this harvest season, with the preventing of the back injuries, lifting it over their heads, and running with those toads, because every second counts towards them. So my focus is try to let them know, they need to be thinking about their personal safety first before thinking about production and speed.
I really enjoy companies such as this that spend half a day out here talking about all the nuances of safety, whether it's, how do you get yourself from home to work safely in your vehicle and back home again, whether it's about how to protect your back and doing exercises to strengthen your back and getting yourself flexible for the work, whether it's about knowing first aid issues out there, whether it's about knowing the dangers of the loading areas. There aren't a lot of companies that are going to spend this amount of time. There's a lot of wages being paid out here, there's a lot of people donating time, there's a lot of expense to putting on this kind of an event. We have a limited workforce out there, and we got to take care of them, and I'm glad to see that Michael Neal is doing the best he can to keep these workers as safe and healthy as possible.